What's going down, everybody? This is the Crazy Music Geek. I've arrived, and today I'm going to be doing a video, kind of an update of a video, seems like I make every year, just kind of an update on my Prince CD collection. Now, there's a lot of stuff I had missing in the past video, and a lot of stuff that was missing in the videos I made prior to that, but now, I pretty much almost have everything. There might be a few things I'm missing, like some MPG albums, but for Prince, I pretty much have everything almost. There is one thing that I do not have yet, but it's on order, and if you guys know what that is, it's the Sign of the Times box set. And I'm actually looking at the shelf where I normally have them, and I just realized I left a couple other CDs over here. So, I'm going to show these off first, because it's not much to show off. These are the only Protégé CDs I have. It is the debut Time album. What Time Is It? And Ice Cream Castle. Those are the only Protégé CDs I have. I would love to get Vanity 6 on CD. But for some reason, unless you want a CDR, it's going to be expensive. So, now we're going to go on to the Prince CDs. And we're going to start out in chronological order like I always do. This is For You. And then, debut album. No, not the debut. The self-titled album from Prince. Dirty Mind. I'm going to kind of go through these quickly, at least the ones that I've already shown you. Controversy, because I have already made a lot of videos, and I still do have the original 1999 CD, mostly for collector's purposes at this point. You'll see why later in the video. Purple Rain Deluxe. I could have sworn this was out of print at some point, because I saw this on Amazon and eBay go for over $70, but I did just look at it again, and it looks like it's back to normal pricing, so that's cool that they're putting that back on print. Around the World in a Day. I'd love to see a deluxe edition of this. Parade, another one I'd love to see. There's a rumor. I've heard some rumors from the Prince, kind of people that are connected with the Prince estate, supposedly that after Sign of the Times, that this might be the next one. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I've heard from the grapevine. And then I still have Sign of the Time, this CD. Like I said, I do have the deluxe version coming in. It actually just shipped today. And it'll be coming in a couple days, so I might make a video once I get it. Love Sexy. It's a really sexy album cover, if you know what I mean. Alright, here's one. Scandalous Sex Suite. I think I showed this. But one thing I did forget to show, and I just remembered that I had with this, is I actually have a Prince Backstage Pass that I bought this with it. So I have that. Forgot to show that in the last video. Scandalous Sex Suite. And then we got Batman. I never really appreciated this album until recently, but I've been coming back to it more. It's pretty good. I actually just found a copy of this on vinyl, too. Graffiti Bridge. It's another one I'm not as crazy about. It's got some good songs, though. Diamonds and Pearls with the holographic album cover. I can't really replicate that, but if you have the copy, just go whoosh. Alright, and then I got the two CD singles, or not the two, but two CD singles. Get Off and Cream. These are unfortunately the only CD singles I have at the moment. I might get the Purple Melody and a few other things soon. Love Symbol, underrated album. Maybe not in the Prince sphere, but just in the overall albums in general. Like, Rolling Stone magazine could have put this in the top 500, and I would have been thrilled. Love this album to death. Alright, then we got the first Prince compilation, the hits and the B-sides. I've had this for about a year or so. It's been in the other ones. If anybody is trying to get into Prince, and you're trying to go surface level, maybe know a little, well, maybe not completely surface level, but like, you know, a good chunk of the hits, maybe some deep cuts, and of course the B-sides, go to this. That's what I'd say. And then, I guess I kind of lied about CD singles, because I guess this is technical. Well, The Beautiful Experience is kind of like a single, but it's also kind of like an EP. Yeah. Does have the little butterfly thing, too. Almost dropped that boy. Then we got Come. Really suggestive album title, you know what I mean? This album, not a favorite of mine, if I'm going to be honest, but it's got moments. Now we get to one I don't think I showed you guys. It's the Black Album. Finally got a copy of this kind of right around the time I made the last video of my Prince collection. Yeah. Not a bootleg or anything. It actually does have the original barcode, but alas, no sticker. That's fine, though. I just want the music. And then the Versace Experience on CD. It's got a nice edit of Pussy Control. Or like a nice little club remix. It's not essential. Unless you are a Prince collector. As far as the music goes, though, you can find the full versions of that. Then one of my favorite albums he ever made, underrated in the general sphere, The Gold Experience. Great album all the way through. I wish they could clear up that copyright issue they have in Italy, because I think that's the reason we got the Versace Experience in the issue instead of the Gold Experience when they were reissuing Versace, Chaos, and Emancipation. But yeah, Gold Experience, man, underrated. That's a good album to get into if you're wanting to get out of the Warner Brother era. Girl 6 soundtrack. I still haven't seen the movie. I hear I've heard mixed things about it, but yeah. This kind of has a lot of stuff. This has This has Prince, but it also has like The Family, Vanity 6, New Power Generation. Yeah, good stuff. And then one of my favorite albums he did, and a lot of people in the Prince fandom, I've noticed, put this kind of near the bottom, Chaos and Disorder. I like stuff like Xana Lee and Dinner with Dolores. I think it's a good album. And then here's an album I didn't really like until recently. Maybe not dislike, but it was not a favorite of mine. But lately, I've been getting back into Emancipation. Original CD from '96. Good stuff. And then, now this one is just a neat CD. Crystal Ball. For a while, this was the most I've ever paid for a singular CD. Maybe not singular CD, but like a CD, non-box set kind of thing. And I think it still might be. I paid $65 for this. Generally, this goes for like 100, 130, 150. Then we got The Vault, Old Friends for Sale. Not a favorite of mine at all, if I'm going to be honest. It's got some good stuff. But for Prince, I like great stuff. And this is just good stuff. But Prince, even at his lowest, is better than a lot of these artists at their best. So, and now this is the only MPG CD I have. New Power Generation, New Power Soul. Pretty good album. But that's the only MPG album that I own. And then here's another one that people like to rank low, but I love it. I love it to death. Raven to the Joy Fantastic. Original CD. Love it. I actually bought this right before I started heavily collecting Prince. I mean, I had some of his 80s albums on CDs, like the ones I've shown, but I kind of bought this on a whim, and I was amazed. I loved it. Now here's a more basic, bare bones Prince compilation, the very best of Prince. Not essential at all unless you're a collector or extreme newbie like I was. This was one of the first CDs of Prince I had in the collection. Rainbow Children. Oh yeah, Rainbow Children. Very controversial album. An album I really didn't get into until this year when all the vinyl reissues were coming out. I bought the vinyl reissue. I did not like this album much, save for She Loves Me for Me, but after listening to it, it's pretty good. I don't know if it's a top 10 Prince album, but it's really good. So here's a new edition, and I kind of put this in here just due to the timeline of when this material was made. But Up All Night with Prince, the One Night Alone collection. This came out earlier this year. This was supposed to come out in April, but due to the coronavirus, this came out in May. But this has One Night Alone, piano and solo, and it's got the 2 live albums he made. It's got One Night Alone live. It's also got the after show, It Ain't Over. I'm trying to pull it out, but I'm having trouble. And then it also has the DVD of Live at the Aladdin. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then this was the last CD I needed to buy to complete the collection. Prince's News. It's just 4 instrumental tracks. I paid quite a bit for this. But yeah. Folds out like that. It's pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. I like it. News. And then one of my favorite freaking albums he ever did, Musicology. These are all original CDs unless I say otherwise, except for the box set. Then we got 3121. Just solid. Then we got Ultimate Prince. And this probably might become useless over time. But this has a lot of certain dance remix edits that really can't or couldn't be found on anything else. I think as the deluxe editions kind of go on, though, this may not become as useful of a tool unless you're just wanting this for collector's purposes. But it was really great for that time, 2006. Then we got Planet Earth, the holographic cover. Then we got the 3 CD set. I do not have Indigo Nights, unfortunately. Lotus Flower with MPLS Sound and Bria Valente's Elixir. I've never listened to that Bria Valente album, and I've had this for almost 2 years. Yeah. And here's a newer edition. 2010. This took about a month to arrive just due to everything going on and shipping, but really happy to have this. Alright, and then we got the 2 albums he released in 2014. We got Plectrum Electrum, and we have Artificial Age. If I were to pick between which album I prefer more, I probably prefer Plectrum Electrum, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah. And then I had 2 CDs fall over here. Actually, 3 CDs. Hold up. Alrighty. So we got Hit and Run Phase 1 and Hit and Run Phase 2. These were the last albums he made in his life. At least that we know that have been released. But yeah, Hit and Run Phase 1 and 2. So now we're going to go into the posthumous stuff, or at least the posthumous stuff that I have. So, Got Prince Forever. This was great at the time because you could get the track Moonbeam Levels off of this. Other than that, and with the 1999 Deluxe, it's kind of useless now. Although it does have some choice single edits as well that you can't really find anywhere else. So maybe I'd hang on to this. And then we got 94 East featuring Prince. This is kind of some weird, unofficial, but not technically a bootleg kind of thing. It's all the recordings he did with 94 East. Good stuff. Then we got Piano and a Microphone, 1983. Fantastic recordings on here. I'm just being straight, being real. And then this came out last year, but I actually did not get this until June. Rave into the Year 2000. Heck yeah. This has Rave Unto the Joy Fantastic, Rave Into the Joy Fantastic, and Rave Unto the Year 2000 DVD. Actually, this is called Ultimate Rave, my bad. But it's got all of them. I actually bought this when I was visiting my grandparents in Kentucky over the summer. But yeah, Ultimate Rave. And then I have Prince Originals. This is the Target edition. And then my friend, this was right around the time I got Ultimate Rave. My best friend in the whole world, shout out to him. He was getting married. And I guess he had a gift for me. And it actually ended up being another copy of the Target edition of Prince's Originals, which I decided to keep this sealed just for collector's purposes. So I got both Target. I have the Target edition twice, one open, one sealed. So, yeah. And then last but not least, for now, until I get that box set into my possession, the Sign of the Times box set, I got the 1999 box set. For some reason, this went out of print really fast. Like, I actually got this pretty late. I got this right around the time COVID was just shutting everything down. I want to say I got this around February-ish. It was right after I made the other video. So whenever that other video came out, that's when it was. But I bought this, and about 2 weeks after, or maybe just a week afterwards, I saw that it had pretty much just been taken off print, and that people were charging ridiculous amounts of money for this. So I don't know what's going on. I kind of wondered if COVID might have, maybe like some of the stuff with COVID going on, maybe made it difficult to produce this. I don't know. But yeah. And then it's got everything pretty much, all the CDs and DVDs. And that is my Prince collection as of now. I have the Sign of the Times box set coming in soon, so be on the lookout for whenever I'll showcase that. But long video, and yeah, talk to you guys later.